that I thought about this morning. The first thing that I would say to increase your frequency is to learn how to give your mind a break every single day. Learn how to give your mind a break. Many of us, our minds are so heavy. Our minds are always occupied. Our minds always have work. We always have fear. We always have thoughts. We always have worries. We always have something to think about. And as you think so much, your spirit becomes very heavy. Your spirit becomes overwhelmed. Your mind is so busy that nothing new is coming to you. And as we focus on all these things that's going on in our lives, we are thinking about our bosses. We are thinking about life when we go home. We're thinking about cooking, cleaning. We're thinking about the house. We're thinking about the bills. We're thinking about so much. And it's continuous. And sleep doesn't help you because sleep doesn't give your mind a rest. Because sleep just amplifies what's on your mind already. That's what sleep does. You see like how a person who is always depressed is always sleeping and always oversleeping? That's because sleep doesn't help. See, when your mind is occupied, sleep is very difficult. And many of us, our minds are so occupied. Learn how to give your mind a rest. And let me tell you how to give your mind a rest. Let me tell you how to give your mind a rest. Take time and just breathe. Right? Take time and just breathe. All you have to do is breathe. So can you take about 2 minutes? Can you take about 2 minutes and just breathe? And as you focus on your breath, inhale and exhale. And the deeper the breath is, the deeper your mind relaxes. Because it's something about the breath when you become conscious of it. Because something that we have, see, our breath, we had it from since we were born. We had it for our entire existence. And as we have it for so long, we have these things for so long, and we begin to abuse it. We don't acknowledge it anymore. We don't acknowledge our breath. Our breath is not being acknowledged. We just breathe. We don't even know that we are breathing. When is the last time that you actually became conscious of your breath and realized, I am breathing? I have breath. I am the breath. There's something breathing through me. There's something expressing a breath through my body. I have this power within me that I cannot explain. My lungs is working and I'm not doing it. This lungs is working and I'm very thankful that my lungs is working and my body is getting the oxygen. My body is getting the oxygen and the energy that it needs to this breath. But that breath is not mine, but however, I can become the breath. And the more I focus on the breath, it is the more I focus on just being. And the way how you relax your mind is to just focus on your breath. Can you just breathe from your nostril all the way in? All the way in, and then pause and breathe out all the way out. And as you breathe all the way out, get to the bottom of your breath and pause. See, before you breathe in again, pause for about 3 seconds. Appreciate it and then breathe in. All the way in. And as you focus on your breath, you realize that your mind becomes free. You realize that your mind is blank. So as you focus on your breath, in and out, nice and slow. All the way down, all the way out. Breathe all the air out. You don't need none left because there's a new one coming in. And pause at the bottom of your breath. And see how your mind is actually becoming free. See how your mind is actually blank. See how there's nothing there. One of the ways to increase your frequency is to focus on your breath, and as you give your mind a rest. Our minds need a break. We are always doing too much. We always thinking too much. We always speaking too much. We always saying too much. We always reacting too much. We always have so much things that doesn't even matter. Our partners, our relationship, what somebody thinks about you, what somebody feels about you, what they ain't talking to you, what he or she is doing behind your back, what is your boss gonna tell you when you go to work tomorrow, what you're gonna cook this evening, what you're gonna eat tomorrow, how you're gonna pay your bills. Your mind is always tired. And as your mind is occupied, nothing new comes to you, because 90% of your thoughts is the same thoughts going around and around and around. And now nothing is coming to you. So the only thing that it does, it decreases your frequency because it brings worry. Many of us struggle with anxiety. Many of us struggle with depression. Many of us struggle with anger. Many of us struggle with forgiveness. Many of us struggle with all these things. And you realize all you have to do is breathe. And yes, you are breathing, but recognize that you are breathing. Just become conscious of your breath. Because as you become conscious of your breath, your mind slows down. Give your mind a break. You want to be happy? Give your mind a break. You want to be still? Give your mind a break. You want to be loving? Give your mind a break. You want to trust? Give your mind a break. Allow new things to come to you. New ideas to come to you. Nothing new can come to you when your mind is always occupied. Hey, Shafak, how are you doing? Nothing new comes to you when your mind is always busy. So the first thing to do to increase your vibration, hey, Miss Brightside, is to always give your mind a break. All right? We ready for the second thing? Number 2, if you want to increase your frequency, this is what we can't stand. This is the one that we can't stand. It's very hard because we have no discipline, because we don't know what we are doing. One of the things that you have to do is to eat only what you need. You want to increase your frequency? You want to see how the body performs, how the spirit performs? Eat what you need. Give your body a break from the food that you eat. Always eating. Always snacking. Your body doesn't even know what it feels like to be hungry. And the only time you are hungry is when you can't eat because you are working in an office and you can't eat. Eat only when you need it. If you want to increase your frequency and your vibration, eat only when you need it. It's already 2 p.m. here and I haven't eaten anything yet. Hey, Beatrice. It's already 2 p.m. here and I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm not even thinking about eating. Why? Because it is not that serious. The body is going to tell me when it needs it. See, you don't even know how you feel because you don't even realize that how you feel has a big... It depends on what you take in. How you feel surrounds what you're taking in. So many of us, we're feeling all these energies and we don't even know how you feel authentically because it's not you. It is the energy that you were bringing in. All those meats, all those drinks, the alcohol, the food, that processed nonsense, those meat, those breakfast food, those sugar, that is affecting your body. And whatever affects your body will affect your vibration. Everything that affects your body will affect your vibration. Give your body time. Your body doesn't always need to eat and break down food. It's always working overtime. It's always trying to digest and break this down and break this down and balance this. You are doing too much. You are eating too much. You want to increase your frequency? Change what you bring in. If you change what you input, your output will change. That's why you're always tired. You're always drained. Your joints hurt. Body is tired. You can't move. Your knees hurt. You're 30 years old and your body just don't feel right. Every single day you struggle to wake up. Every morning you gotta drink some coffee. You gotta drink some energy drinks and you don't even understand why. See, what you bring in your body will disturb how it is. A lot of us learn how to disturb our body. We learn to disturb our peace. We learn to bring death, but we don't know how to give life. You can take away peace, but you don't know how to bring peace. Because you are bringing a foreign object. You are bringing a foreign object, a foreign energy into this beautiful intelligence. So now the intelligence is always messed up. It's confused. It's stuck. It's tired. It's drained. It's not working effectively anymore. You're burning bad fuel. If you burn bad fuel, your effectiveness is done. Some of you are depressed, but you don't exercise. Somebody told me today that they're depressed, and I said, oh, not today, but somebody told me recently they're depressed. And I said, maybe you should exercise. And you know what they said? Well, I take medication for it, so I don't need to exercise. You cannot. Hey, Cinnamon. Hey, Nina. Good morning, Cinnamon. How are you doing? You cannot put in, hey, Brooklyn, you cannot substitute pills and medication for exercise. Exercise cannot be substituted. Exercise cannot be exchanged. We don't move. And the more technology that we get, our body begin to sit still behind a desk, on the couch, watching TV, watching movies, watching our tablets, chasing our phones, chasing all this IG and TikTok. We sit for hours, necks scrolling. Our bodies are still. Our bodies are sick. Our bodies are tired. Our bodies are getting overweight. It's getting obese, and we don't even care because it has become the norm. It has become the norm for your body to just hurt. Do you know that sickness is not normal to be sick? Do you know it is not normal to be unhealthy? Do you know it's not normal to feel pain in your body for continuous amount of time? Do you know it is not normal? And just because everybody do what you think is normal, do you know it's not normal as you age to feel pain in your body? See, many of us think, oh, I'm in my 40s, I should feel pain. No, you shouldn't. Your 40s don't mean a damn thing. I'm in my 40s and God knows. The only reason why I feel pain is because I work out every single day. I don't, take some time off. To do what? To do what? Your body should move every single day. Your body, listen, if you don't learn to push your body to the limits, then you don't know who you are. When is the last time that you pushed your body so hard? Hey, Montrese, when is the last time have you pushed your body so hard that it almost broke? Man, it almost broke, but it didn't. And then the next day, what happened is that it adjusts to that yesterday. It adjusts to the pain. It adjusts to that movement. It adjusts to the exercise. It adjusts. You gotta push you don't know your body yet. That's why you are so afraid. That's why you're depressed, because you don't know your body. You don't push hard. You push until it works, until it hurts. You do a little thing, it hurts. Oh my God, let me stop. I've been in the army for 20-something years. I have pushed my body to the extreme. I have pushed my body in combat. I have walked miles and miles. You haven't walked 100 miles on your knees yet. You haven't walked 100 miles on your knees and your knees hurt. How does your knees hurt? You haven't walked 100 miles yet on your legs and you got two perfectly strong legs, but your knee hurt, your ankle hurt. How? How is your knee hurt in less than 100 miles? That's like if you buy a car. Imagine buying a car and you only drove 10,000 miles and your car starts to act funny. You take it back and something's wrong with this car. Something wrong with this car. Tell me, hey, listen, I didn't buy this car with a 10,000 miles. This car should at least, my first thing should be at least 50,000 miles. My tires should start to get bald. You ain't walked 100 miles yet. You ain't run no miles. Your knees hurt, your back hurt. How? You want to increase your frequency? Let your body go to the extreme. The body don't break easily. The body was made to live for hundreds of years. Just because you're lazy, that's why you can't do it. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're small, big, tiny, skinny, thicker. It doesn't matter. If you are unhealthy, you are unhealthy. Unhealthy comes in many different sizes. You want to increase your frequency? Push your body. Gain that confidence of your body. Gain that knowledge. Gain that wisdom of who you really are. Because who you are has a lot to do with your body. Because if your body is broken, your spirit can only go that far. Because your mind's going to always be focused on the pain. Always on your sickness. Always on your cancer. Always on your all these things going on. Because your spirit can't go far. Push your body to the limits. You want to experience love? You want to experience high frequency? Push your body. Eat what you need to eat. Stop eating all those junk. Stop eating sometimes skip a day. You don't need to eat every day. See, back in the days, a man didn't eat until he hunt. When he hunt and he got his food, he ate it. But if he didn't get his food, he didn't wake up in the morning and go to the kitchen and eat. Eat what? He woke up with a mind and say, hey, I'm going out there. Wife, stay here. Sons, you 2 years old, you're not ready yet. You 7, come with me. Let's go. And they went out. And they walked. And they run. And they have their gear on. And they hunt this food. And they killed it. They bring it back. The wife cooked it up. Evening time they ate. Evening time they ate. They didn't eat in the morning talking about, I eat breakfast every morning. Every morning is breakfast. Every morning. No, stop that nonsense. You're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. You're eating too much. Your body needs a break. Your body don't need to continuously digest and break down and all this stuff. People didn't struggle with that back in the days. We are. Because we ain't got to work to eat no more. Nowadays, if you don't work, you want to eat. Nowadays, people who ain't working eat the most. You know when I eat? Let me tell you when I eat. I feel comfortable eating after I went and I did about 3-4 miles. And I did about 2 more hours doing my things. And about 6 more hours reading and thinking and doing things. Then I said, I deserve to eat. I'll be eating for no reason. I wonder why are you so sad? Why are you so big? Why are you so plump? Why are you so tired? Why are you so drained? Because you eat too much. Your joints, listen, inflammation is built. You're eating too much sugar. All this breakfast food, orange juice, apple juice. I don't drink soda, I drink apple juice. It's too much sugar. That's why your vibration can't raise. Because your body is still stuck in a place where your body, your vibration can't really go up because your body is just drained. So number 2, change what you eat. Eat only what you need. You ain't got to eat so much. Just eat what you need. The body don't need all the food. We got number 2. We ready for 3? Actually, 3 was in 2. Hey, Miss Whitney. 3 was into 2. My number 3 was move. Get up every day and move. You want to increase your vibration? Move. There's something that movement does. There's something that exercise does that nothing else could do. There's something that exercise does, that movement does, that continuous movement does, that cannot take the place of anything else. Nothing could take the place of exercise. You want to become healthy? Move. Because if you don't move, what's going to happen is this right here. At nighttime when you go to bed, anybody overthink? Anybody always overthinking? Anybody always overthinking? Anybody spend hours before they sleep? Anybody spend hours before they sleep? Anybody spend hours and hours laying down before they fall asleep? Anybody spend hours and hours overthinking? Because the energy has to be subsided. The energy has to be burnt. And if you don't put that physical energy in, the energy gonna come from somewhere. So you gotta overthink. Do you know overthinking burns calories just running? But it's just the unhealthy way. You have to move. You know why you have 2 legs? And 2 arms? And energy? It's to move. If you don't expend that energy, daily, see, we all have this amount of energy that we need for movement every single day. And if you don't move it, you will get depressed. You have anxiety. Do you know people who exercise struggle with less anxiety and less depression? Do you all know that? Because exercise clears the mind. What's up, Michael? Exercise clears the mind. There's something about the mind that exercise your body does. They work together. Some of us, you start and then you stop. I want to do it for 2 months for my birthday and then you stop. I want to lose 10 pounds and then you stop. How do you live like that? How? What are you telling your children? What are you teaching your kids? That's why it's so hard. You start and stop. You start and stop. You start. Listen, it should be a lifestyle. Some of you are looking as old as your parents already. Boy, listen. Hey, listen. Yeah, I got gray hair, but Lord, boy, God knows. When you see me in the gym, you don't know I'm 40-something years old. And I ain't bragging, but when you see me in the gym, you don't know I don't move like a 40-something-year-old man. Facts. Better than antidepressant. Listen, when you see me in the gym, you don't say he's for. No, you say, how old are you, man? People be like, bro, how old are you? Because they be like, how old are you? Why? Because you're older than me. Yeah. I move like a jock. Dude, I'm exercise. You gotta exercise. You got to make it a lifestyle. You know, when I retired from the military, I retired from the military 3 years ago, right? When I retired, when I broke my ankle 3 years ago, I broke my foot 3 years ago doing exercise. And when I went back to the military, I was still in the army. I went 2 months later, after I broke my stuff, 7 screws and a big plate in my ankle. 2 months later, I went back to the gym. Everybody's like, dude, why are you doing this? Don't do that. I'm like, don't do what? Dude, the army ain't worth it. You think I'm doing this for the army? You think I'm doing this for the army? 2 months, I broke it again 2 months later. I went to deadlift about 405 pounds. 2 months after I broke my foot. I was deadlifting 405 pounds. I broke it again. No, it was stupid. They went in there to give me surgery to fix it. A month later, I was running. I was sprinting with my soldiers. I was sprinting, beating them. Sergeant Hayes, First Sergeant Hayes, how are you? I can't keep up. You can't keep up. You have no excuse to not keep up with me. I just broke my stuff. But how are you doing it? What you mean how? That's what the body does. The body recovers on its own. The body heals itself. If your body ain't healing itself, you are disconnected. That means there's something in you that's not connected to the source. If you stay sick continuously, understanding that every 11 months, all your cells in your body is replaced with brand new cells. If you stay sick and broken for all these years, something is disconnected. There's no connection. You gotta move. Because if you don't move, the body gets comfortable in that place. And your body gotta burn that energy. And you're gonna overthink. You're gonna feel depressed. See, the reason why you are so depressed in that shitty place is because you are not moving your body. Because you're making excuses. Well, I got children. But I'm a single parent. But I gotta work too hard. I gotta do too much. I'm here. I gotta do this. You have no excuse. Move. Because if you don't do it now, you're gonna pay for it. It's too expensive. If you don't do it now, you will pay for it later. You wanna increase your frequency? Move. There's something about, have you ever exercised? Now I'm about to say something crazy. And don't judge me for saying this. And if you want, you can. That's your choice. Have you ever exercised, went to the gym or go for a nice run, and you come back and you look in the mirror at your body? And as you look in the mirror from your side view, show your abs, your chest looking nice, whatever male or female that you are, butt looking good, thighs looking good. Nothing could have replaced that feeling. Nothing. Makeup can't. Hair can't. Listen, I don't care. You're fake and nothing can replace or take the place of that feeling. That is the whole vibe. That's a whole energy. That's a complete different experience. Nothing can. Listen, it is the most highest vibration that you will experience. When you can look at your body You like this shirt? When you can look at your body in the mirror and admire it. See, you can look at somebody else's body on TV and admire their body, and you're like, their body look good. And then you look at yours and you feel lower. But when you can look at yours and you can see consistency, because you might work out one day and you can look and you're like, don't see no difference. Work out 2 days and no difference. Work out 3 days, no difference. But when you believe in what you are doing, when you believe this is the source of my goal, every day you do it, and every day there's a little different. There's a little change. There's a little better feeling. There's a little better. Every single day in a year time, you look at yourself and you're like, damn. It's a whole different vibe. This is how you increase your vibration. You can't like yourself when you know that you can do better, and you're looking in the mirror and you see things that you don't like, knowing that you can do better. You know what? It's not about being big. It's not about being overweight or obese. It's about knowing that you can do better, but you don't. You can look better, but you don't. Then you want to go on a date with somebody, you want to meet somebody, you want to be with somebody, your body don't look good, you know it doesn't look good, so you feel insecure about it. You can't feel insecure about this. This is your body. If you feel insecure about your body, your vibration could only go so much. If you feel, let me say this again, if you feel insecure about your body, your vibration could only go so much. If you feel insecure about your body, it will stop you from expressing your spirit. Your spirit can't move freely because you are so focused on your body that your spirit is just, You want to increase your frequency? Work on this. You work on this, your frequency goes up. Something about exercise. It's something about exercise that does it. You all ready for number 4? Now let's go into the real stuff. Now this was real. No, don't get me wrong. Maybe I should save this other 4 for last or for tomorrow. You want to increase your vibration? Everybody keep asking me, Kirk, how do you increase your vibration? I'm telling you this free knowledge right here. Take it or make excuses. You can make all the excuse that you want. You will never feel good about it. No matter what excuse you bring, you can never feel good. No matter what excuse you have, you can never feel good. No matter what excuse that you feel, you should never feel good. I mean, you will never be in a good place. Because excuses don't work. Only results. And we too grown. We too grown. Are there any books that I could recommend? I'll talk about it later. Number 4. Learn to let people. You want to increase your frequency? Learn to let people, things, times, past, all ideas, and beliefs go. All those attachments. You want to increase your frequency? Learn to leave and let people and things and beliefs and belief systems and ideas and ideologies. Learn to let them things go. Learn to release those things from you. Because God knows when you're holding on to something, you're holding on to the past, you're holding on to someone who have left, you can't experience a higher vibration because that's keeping you back. Time is going to whoop your ass. Time will abuse you. Because time is passing. See, it's very hard to increase your vibration as you're still holding on to something in the past. You're holding on to an idea of how things should have been, how life should have been, how you should have been with this person still, how you should have been with that person still, how that if you have done this, I should have been here. Learn to release those things because they're not true. Because the only thing that you need is the present. You have to learn how to release those things from your life. Especially people. Boy, we be holding on to people forever. We hold on to people. Some of us are still holding on to people for 20 plus years. People being gone. People being in different relationships. Being gone in new relationships with new people, and you're still holding on. It's not working for you. You holding on to that, your vibration is low because you are bitter. You still live in the past. You cannot experience life in the past. It really doesn't exist there. Life does not exist in the past. Learn. You want to increase your frequency? Learn to let people go. Because in all reality, a fact is, you don't need people. I'm sorry, you don't have people. You don't have anyone. You have a relationship with them. So all you have is a relationship, not the thing itself. Listen, I have a relationship with the sun. I don't have the sun, but I have a relationship with it. Learn that you have relationships. Learn that you have nothing at all. You came here with nothing. You weren't taking nothing back. All you taking back is lessons and energy, vibrations, frequency. That's all you taking back. That's all you came here for, is to learn. You came here to master this. You came here to take the lessons. But you missed the lesson and hold on to the messenger. You don't want to learn the lessons. You're holding on to everything that's giving you the lessons, but you're missing the lessons. That's why you're going to meet the same people, the same situations, the same circumstances, back to back to back, because you're holding on to them for too long. You want to increase your vibration? Learn to take the messages. Learn that you need the message. You came here already to be aligned to a message to make you learn. Remember, just like you have children and they don't know nothing at all. See like how your children don't know anything? See like how when your children, your children reach the age of 1, 2, you teaching them life. They're touching, they're tasting, putting everything to their mouth. That's why the senses, they are learning to experience. Now you get older. You get in your 40s, in your 20s, in your 30s, and you think you stop learning. So now you're holding on to the thing that taught you the lesson. See, if my child held on to the teddy bear for too long, after a while, she don't get the grasp of anything else. She has to learn to take the binky, and after a while, she know what it feels like. She put it down. A new experience, a new situation, a new moment. She has to move on, because if she doesn't move on, she will be stuck in the past, just like some of us are. You came here to learn here. You ain't come here to hold on to it, because you ain't staying here. Ain't none of us staying here. You don't come here to, you ain't came here to hold on to people. Because you can't hold on to people. People come and they go. You came and you going too. You going. You ain't staying here forever. You're gonna leave your children behind. Your wife and your husband, you're gonna leave them behind. Your good friends. You ain't came here to stay. You came here, you passing through. Listen, people didn't come in your life to stay. They came in here because before you existed in this physical world, you set these boundaries up. You set these things up so that you can remember who you are, so that you can remember I was here, so that you can remember who I'm supposed to become. You can learn to love unconditionally. You can learn to forgive. You can learn to find peace. You can learn to find love. You can learn to find joy. You can learn to find all these things that you need, because you must go back as how you came. You know, the story... You ever read the story about Hansel and Gretel? Was it Hansel and Gretel? Boy, you are quiet today. You hear me? You all are quiet. Why you all so quiet? Why are you all so quiet though? Thank you for the gifts, Ruva. Nobody talking. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I remember when I was young, I read the story of Hansel and Gretel. And remember when their parents didn't like them? Or the stepmother didn't like them? And they took them to the stepmother told the father, hey, I'm going to take them to the woods and I'm going to leave them there. I'm going to take them and leave them there. Hansel said, I don't trust this. Let me put some bread on the ground to mark my way, so that when I turn back, I can meet those bread and know where I'm at. I can see where I'm at. I can see. So let me put some rocks so that when I turn, if I'm lost, I can actually see where I'm at. Listen, before you came here, you planted people. You planted relationships. You planted all these things so that you can see where you are at. But you lost. You forgot that you were on a journey. You forgot that you are the journey. So you get stuck at those points. You got stuck at those points. Now you meet your breadcrumbs and you stuck. Wanting more breadcrumbs, not realizing that you shouldn't be there. Go find the next breadcrumb. Overcome that breadcrumb to find your way back home. Listen, you must go back to the Creator as you came. Listen, don't go back there to the Creator full of nonsense, full of unforgiveness, full of hate, full of pride, insecurities, anger, frustration. No. You come here to learn. You come here to learn. You come here to be stuck on people. In school and what you should have, what you shouldn't have. On the degrees that you should have had but you didn't. On the job that you wanted but you couldn't. You stuck. Oh, I should have kids. Oh, I never had children. Let me get stuck. Yeah, we could all be stuck. We can all be stuck. Listen, we can all be stuck. We can all. Everybody could be in a place. But what's the value? What's the value? You want to increase your vibration. Learn to not let people, things, times, when a time was good, when a time was bad, when you was abused in that time, where you was loved and you're not loved anymore, where you was cared for but not anymore, when he was with you, when she was with you. Learn to release those ideas. Nobody owes you anything. You have your breath. You have your lungs. You have your heartbeat. You have life. You have food. You have water. You have the earth. You have the sunlight. Nobody owes you anything else. Learn to accept that. And as people leave you, as you leave things behind, as time come and go, learn how to go with time. Learn to be fluid. Learn to just adapt like water. That's what you are, water. Learn to adapt. Number 5. This goes back to number 5. Number 5. This goes back in number 5. Learn to accept this present. You want to increase your frequency? It is imperative that you accept the present moment. If you cannot accept the present, your vibration cannot increase. You can't elevate. It's impossible to elevate without the present. Because let me tell you why. Everything that you desire. Hey Mimi, thank you for the gifts. Hey Mimi. Everything that you need for this life is in the present. Life is only in the present. Creation is only in the present. Everything is in the present. There's nothing in the past that you desire anymore. That you need. It's already expired. It has no energy. Only the present. Only this present moment has love. Only this. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. Only this present has peace. You can't find peace in the past. You can't find love in the past. It don't exist there anymore. You can only find love here right now. Joy is only found right here. Happiness is only found right here. Acceptance is only found right here. Everything, God is only found right here. You can't find anything else. Well, what else are you looking for? The present moment is where your breath is. See this breath right here? You can't breathe from the past. You can only breathe from the present. And the breath is life, so focus on life. If you cannot accept the present, you cannot increase your frequency. Something about the present that cannot be substituted. Something about the present when life is right here, right now. Life is happening right here. And you think life should be happening a certain way, but no. You can't tell the big scheme of life. You can't tell life that created you how to be and what it should become. You can't. Who are you, this little small limited life, to tell the big life how to act, how to feel, how to be, how to show up? You cannot tell life how to show up. When life shows up, you realize that you are life and you are showing up. And it's a part of this beautiful evolution. Because you must evolve. You must evolve. You must evolve. And life, whether you want to or not, and if you don't evolve, you will be stuck. That's why many of you are sick. There's pain in your body because you're not evolving. There's pain in your body. There's pain in your heart. You left a relationship, you still fear because you haven't evolved. You haven't learned the lesson. There's pain there still. Because you're not accepting this life. You want to be a victim to the past life. You want to be stuck in the past life where you think they shouldn't have left, they shouldn't have leave you, they should have loved you, they should have never touched you. You have not accepted this life. Ain't nobody touching you right now. Nobody hating you right now. Nobody disrespecting you right now, but you still don't want to accept this. This is all you got. And this is beautiful. This is amazing. But for some reason, we think life should be this, life should be that. No. Life shouldn't be anything. Whatever you want life to be, become it. If life is passing by and you just think, that's why some of us are depressed. We think depression is normal. If you're not going with life, depressed, if you're not evolving, sickness, energy, those low vibration energy will take over. Thank you for the gifts, vitamin. All this depression. How were you so depressed? Everything's at your fingertip. The entire universe is at your fingertips. People is at your fingertips. Your friends are all there. Your family, one text, they're gone. They get it. Yet you're depressed. How? Because you haven't accepted the present. You are so caught up in the past. You are so caught up in what should have happened, what could have happened, what needs to happen. You are so caught up in the idea of how life should be. Life shouldn't be anything than what it is. A matter of fact, it takes everything in this beautiful and in this one universe to make this present moment exist. Everything. It takes everything in this universe to make this moment happen. Everything. The birds, the bees, the ocean, the seas, the stars, the planets, the clouds, the air, the temperature, everything. Everything must align perfectly for this one moment to happen. And you still don't want to accept it because you think it shouldn't happen this way. Because you know better than life. Because you are smarter. You created this. So you know how it should be. You know how it should be. You know how it should go because you created it. Because you are God. Because you can do a better job than God. You can do a better job than the Creator. Go ahead. Go apply for a job. Say, God, I want to work with you. Because this right here cannot be it. Let me do better. I could do better than you. Every time you complain, you telling the universe, you telling God, yeah, you're doing a terrible job. You're doing this is what you got, God? God, this is all you got? God, this is terrible. This is substandard. This is substandard creation. This creation shouldn't exist. How dare you made this? This is the present. This is all you got, God? But I'm a believer. Come on now. Make no sense. Makes no sense, does it? You want to increase your frequency? And I know I'm going deep. Even though I'm talking about increasing your vibration, because nobody goes into all this conversation and all these words about, but you have to understand, you must appreciate this present. This is all there is. Nothing is wrong with this moment. It's how you think about it that's wrong. Nothing is wrong with this. It's something wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with this. Everything happened at the right time, the right way. This is how you see life. Your perception and how you feel about life. That's the wrong thing. But instead of changing that, you want to change the entire world. You can't change the world. It's your job. That was number 5. Learn to accept the present. Divine timing. Number 6. You want to increase your frequency? Forgive. That falls right back into the present. Forgive. People have done things to you. People have done things. People have said things. People have showed you things. Learn to forgive. That's the past. Learn to forgive. See, forgiveness says, let me welcome the future. Let me welcome the present. Unforgiveness says, let me hold on to the past. Because that's all that exists, the past. See, for unforgiveness says I don't believe that anything better is going to happen. Let me tell you this right here. Unforgiveness states nothing better is going to happen. So let me hold on. Hey, Yasmin, let me hold on to the past. Let me hold on to him or her. Let me hold on to their mistakes. Let me hold on to what they did to me. Let me hold on to what they said. Let me hold on to let me hold on. You cannot increase your frequency while you're holding on. Hold on. Hey, yes, mama? No, which side you want? What do you want? Hurry up. I don't have any chips there. Just see what you want. Thank you. My bad. My daughter was wanting something. I forget where I was. But learn to forgive. You holding on. When every day you have a screw face. What's wrong with you? Can you know that? You know what they did to me? He did this and she said this and you just... So what? Is their mouth? Can you believe that he slept with somebody else? Is his pee-pee? Can you believe that she actually talking to another guy is her mouth? What you gonna hold a grudge because somebody's using their bodies? What you gonna hold a grudge about them because somebody's using what they have? A screw face every day, just angry. Because somebody is choosing to live their life, you angry and you stop yours. Learn to forgive. It's very hard to elevate as you hold on to baggage. It's very hard to elevate your frequency as you're holding on to the low vibrations energy. It's very hard to elevate your frequency, your power, your love, your joy as you hold on to anger and resentment and hate and the poison in your heart. That's why you're poisoning yourself. You think it's them. See, you thought it was them that did it. You poison in your own heart because there's nothing that you can do but forgive. Okay. There's nothing that you can do but forgive. Matter of fact, forgiveness don't take them off the hook. It takes you off the hook. See, you think if I forgive them, it means that I'm taking them off the hook. You can't take you. Let me say this. You can't put nobody on the hook. You can only put you on your hook as you pause. You know, when you don't forgive, when you resent, your heart stops. You pause. You live in the past. You become unhappy. You become hurt. You become angry. You begin to suffer. Why? Because of what you think people should be. See, in your mind, you think people should be this, people should do that. Learn to release those ideas of what people should or shouldn't do, should or shouldn't be, go or shouldn't go. Learn to release those ideas because you don't own anybody. People are going to come and do things what they want to do. People are going to do what they want to do. Listen, I tell you a truth. People are going to do what they want to do. And you know what? Here's the worst part about it. They have every single right to do it. They have every right to do what they want to do. I don't care who they're with. It doesn't matter if they're with you or not. It doesn't matter if they are your parents, they are your loved one. Let people be who they want to be. But know that you have a choice in reacting how you want to react. Learn to forgive. You want to elevate. You cannot elevate without you forgiving. See, elevating is actually dropping shit off. Forgiving is actually dropping shit off. Dropping people off where they belong. Down there. And it's not because they are bad. But elevating, it means you must drop shit off. That's what it means. One of the things that to drop things off is forgiving. Forgive. You can't go high with all these things in you. Have you ever fell in love? Have you ever fell deep in love? Thank you for the gifts. Have you ever fell in love? What's your name? Never give up. And you felt like you was walking on cloud 9. You felt high, so elevated, you felt light. You felt like God was speaking to you every day. You have a message every day from God. God is speaking to you. You can't get to that place with people holding on to that energy, that hate, sadness, immaturity, anger. Listen, those things ain't things to elevate you. Those things keep you in a low vibrational state where you are sick and tired and drained. You are sad, you are angry, you are anxious, you're depressed. That's what you keep. You cannot increase your frequency as you decrease your love. Let me say that again. You cannot increase your energy by decreasing your love. And when your love is covered by anger, by resentment, by hate, man, listen, your whole vibe is messed up. Thank you so much, Divine. Your whole energy, your whole self, who you are is not even existent. You can't even see who you are anymore. Yeah, I lost myself. Many of us stick in relationship losing ourselves instead of leaving. Why? Because you get stuck in this low vibration. It is very hard to move on in these low vibrational state. If you are in resentment, if you are in anxiety, sad, anger, you can't move on. It doesn't make sense to leave somebody and then hold on to those things. You still haven't moved on. Many of you all have left a man or a woman. You have left a man or a woman. You have left a man or a woman. Listen, now, I know for a fact many of us did this. Be honest. How many of us did this? Be honest. Many of us have left someone. And we can't move on. Just because we left them physically, you hold on to resentment. You hold on to the anger. You hold on to your insecurities that they gave you. You held on to all the pain. You held on to all, I don't trust nobody anymore. You hold on, I don't love no more. You hold on to doubt. You hold on to the fear. You haven't let them go either. You still hold on to them. That's why you are bringing that. That's why you are experiencing those vibrations. Because you haven't let go of them. See, you think you let go because they are no physically with you anymore. But in all reality, you haven't let go because you hold on to the emotion that you were in. See, the emotions bond you to the people. See, the emotions bond you to the past experience. That's what's called bonding. That's what trauma bond is. You are bonding to the experience or the people based on the emotion that you got with them. Lord, have mercy. Many of us have thought we have moved on, but we're still angry because of what happened. We're still fearful. Many of us are still living in fear of the next man, the next woman, the next relationship, love, peace, happiness. We're still in fear. We haven't moved on. Just because you left somebody doesn't mean that you moved on. You haven't moved on. Time to deal with those emotions. It's time to recognize that these emotions that you are feeling is not real anymore. You're just used to them. It's time to take the idea that I don't trust anybody anymore. It's not true. It's a very destructive mindset. It only destroys you. It is time to let that thoughts go about I don't trust everybody. Everybody will do this. It's not. It is time to let go of those ideas because you are stuck in that past situations. That's what's going on with you. You think it's real. It's not real. You are only, it feels real because that's what's on your mind. You've been thinking it. See, a thought held continuously begin to feel real to your mind. A thought held over and over and over. And the longer you can hold a thought or an idea, it becomes factual to you. So I ask you today, you want to increase your frequency? You want to evaluate? You want to elevate your frequency? You want to increase? It's time to forgive. It's time to forgive. It's time to love again. It's time to allow yourself the freedom. It's time to breathe for you. And it's time to release that breath. See, every time you breathe, you can't really breathe. Thank you, Mimi. You can't breathe. You can't breathe properly because your breath is so attached to those people. That's why I had anxiety, because your breath is attached to those people. Your breath is, every time you can't breathe, every time you try to take a deep breath, your heart, your lungs just ain't doing it well because it's stuck on those people. Stuck. Listen, man. It's time. It's time. Breathing is a frequency. It's time to learn to just inhale. Just take a break and just inhale. All the way up. Let the energy go all the way up. And release it. And when you do that, your body just feels so good. Your spirit feels so amazing. Your heart feels so light. And as your heart begins to feel light, your spirit says, it's time to, I'm free. I'm free. I begin to climb up. As you become free, thank you, Cola. As you become free, your face change. Because as you release those garbage, when is the last time you looked at your face as you were walking? When is the last time you being conscious of your face? You're walking around every day, you don't even know. Listen, let's do something. The next time you're about to walk in public, look at people's faces. Look at people's faces. See how miserable people look. Minds are gone. Always screw face. Face looking like they're walking, but they can't see anything. They can't see nothing in front of them. They can't see nothing. They are just occupied in their minds. The mind, since they've been walking the street for so long, for so many days, they are not looking. Their body knows how to go and how to move and when to turn. They are not present. Their body has been slave to that everyday thing, and their mind doesn't need to be there right now because their body is just doing it on its own. So as they're thinking all these things, their face are just face are all over the place. Face are all over the place. Learn how to become conscious. And as you walk, relax. Relax your body and look at your face, just feels different. Then you become approachable. You become approachable. Your energy is no longer stagnant. Your energy begins to be softer. You want to be approached? This is how you become approached. Many of you can't be approached and not being approached. You want to find a relationship, you want to find a date, but your mind is occupied continuously around the clock. A good guy see you, a woman see you, a good man see you, and they can't come to you because your face is just sending them back. Your energy is just too strong. Your energy is pushing them back. Learn to relax. Learn to relax. Just relax. As you are walking, just tell yourself, relax. Tell your body, relax. Tell your mind, relax. Okay? Thank you, Pretty Debbie. I love you too. The last thing to elevate your frequency, and I'm not going to talk long because I have to go. to elevate your frequency, this is what you do. So after you forgive, after you are clear, after your heart is light, after your heart is finally taking a breath, learn to look for love in everything. You want to elevate? Look for love in everything. Look for love in everything. Look for love in you, in your eyes, in your body, in your children, in the sunlight, in the climate, in the temperature, in the ground, in the food, in the water. Fall in love with every single thing. See, as you fall in love with everything, everything begins to fall in love with you. Because you are no longer stagnant. You are no longer stiff. You are no longer scared. You are no longer fearful. You are open to receive. See, when you love, you are open to receive. See, when you fall in love with everything, only then you are open to receive. And as you fall in love with everything, you don't understand what you are doing, but at this moment, if I give the tree attention, the tree gives me back the same attention. If I give the sunset this energy, the sunset gives me back the same energy. Whatever I give must come back. So if I fall in love with everything, everything begins to fall in love with me. See, you are too stuck on only falling in love with one person, a person who doesn't have the ability or the understanding to love. So you think love is something that's harsh. No. See, the trees love. The dogs, the cats, the ants, they love. See, only when they feel fear, they attack you. Love them and see what happens. They don't even recognize you. They look at you and they acknowledge you. See, everything instinctively receive and understand love. It becomes reciprocal. But we are so stuck on certain individual. Love is harsh. Shut up. Love is bad. Shut up. Fall in love with the rose that you go outside. That rose that you see every day, fall in love with it. That tree that you see every day, fall in love with that tree. Fall in love with all things, and all things will open up itself and receive you and give you back the same love that you give it. So when one person stops loving you, you don't even realize it. Because you are getting love from every angle. See, but when you are only investing in one thing, when that one thing is gone, you lost all your investment. But when you invest, and I'm talking about love, when you invest in everything, and that one investment breaks, everything else is still bringing you income. It's bringing you back in love. It's keeping you back in love. Thank you. Hey, Pleasure. I ain't seen you in a long time, Pleasure. It's bringing you back what you are bringing it. Please understand this. You want to increase your frequency? Learn to fall in love with everything. Stop being afraid. Love has never hurt you. The lack of love did. The lack of understanding did. Your expectations did. But love has never hurt you. The more you love, the more you give love, is the more that comes back. And the more you love is when your frequency, you don't feel good until you love. It's not when you receive love is when you are feeling amazing. It's when you give. See, giving is a blessing. It's when you give. Have you ever give somebody something that they needed? Have you ever give somebody something that they needed? Somebody who needed it? You see how you feel as you give it? Don't it feel amazing? Don't it feel, especially when you don't want anything back from them, don't it feel fulfilling? Don't it feel just, oh my God, I released something from my spirit and bless somebody. The feeling is amazing. But when you get it, but if you give something that, if you get something that you needed, the feeling is a different vibration. Yes, you needed it. You are thankful. I'm grateful. But when you give, learn to give love. Learn to fall in love with everything. everything. Listen, I gotta go. I hope you had enjoyed my sermon. I hope you had enjoyed this message. And if you didn't, I don't know what to tell you, but maybe it wasn't for you. But if you did, I bless you. Namaste. I recognize you. I'm with you. The God in me, acknowledge the God in you. I hope you all have an amazing day. For my subscribers, I see you tonight on Zoom in a few hours. For my subscribers, peace. Namaste.